Hello, everybody. Lovely to have your company this evening. How are you? It's gone a bit chilly, hasn't it? I love it. Autumn is occurring. So who have we got? We've got the lovely Brit. We've got our Jackie and Carol and Deborah. Jan's in the building. We've got our lovely Alison and Karina. We've also got our Lucy. Mandy's obviously in the building. We've got Julie. Hey, our Jill. I saw our Jill today. In fact, Jill was dropping off. She very kindly dropped off some finished samples for Stamperia. I didn't bring them tonight because they're for the show and I did think about it. But they're for the Hobby Maker show, and I kind of wanted to keep them for Hobby Maker show because it's something new and different to see on there. So, but yeah, it was really nice seeing our Jill. We had a bit of a catch up. It was really lovely. And obviously the samples are beautiful. Sue's in the building. Oh, and then me. Loads of, yeah. Oh, hold on, there's more. Suzanne, Arwin, our Pat and Piglet. There's also, oh, who did I miss then? Doreen, Leslie and Nikki and David from up north. It's cold up north, isn't it? Is it nice where you're staying? I hope it's lovely. Thomas and June. Who's that? Glasto. I think that was there. Oh, gosh. Why is it? Yeah, Glasto Angel. My glasses. They're not bad. I mean, it's my eyes now, isn't it? Angela and Alison and Christine or Sylvia. Annette. Di. Hello. And Helen and Sue. Oh, there's loads. Yeah, it's to be honest, thank you very much. It is my autumnal one. It's my old TV jumper. So there's already gesso on it. Not too bad though, this one. This isn't too gessoed. That's the thing with all my telly clothes. My old telly clothes, they were all so dog-eared. But I never wanted to buy any new ones because they just got dog-eared. So, but I do love this jumper. It's really nice. Who else is there? Oh, May and Deborah are both watching in Glasgow. How's it up there? It's darn nippy. But the view is gorgeous. Oh, I bet it is, David. Yeah, it is nippy now. Which it's busy now. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Yeah, I don't, normally on my bed, I only have, or through summer, I've had a sheet and then a quilt cover without the quilt inside it, and then like a sheet that to keep the doggos off because the dogs sleep on bed with me. That's probably why I don't need any. But I've treated myself and put a quilt inside the quilt cover. But it is only when I'm really skinny, like the summer ones, the really skinny ones, really cheap ones from the supermarket. But honestly, I really like it. They're only about £8 and I love it. Oh, anyway, there you go. That's a little bit of bedding chat for you to start the night. Cheeky little bedding chat. What's on yours? What's on your bedding? Who has what? I do rather like layers, actually. I do like layers. I think it's quite nice. Anyway, I've replied to our Sylvia on our group. Right, I will have a look. Sorry, did you see the blankness on my face there, our Sylvia? There was nothing happening then, were it? It was like, think, oh yeah, that. I thought about that today, actually, our Sylvia. Really looking forward to tonight's demo. Well, thank you. I've got it all organised. So I am going to crack on because obviously last week we took you through the whole collections. So we showed you the collections. Obviously, if you want anything, it is on our website. So this live is, of course, our Art Inspirations Live. So for our Art Inspirations Live, it is just a case of you get onto our website and order it. You can't put it in your comments, and obviously don't bother putting win in the comments because that ain't getting you nowhere on ours. However, the wall behind me, I haven't checked what's over here yet, so I might be like, but I feel it's time to take this down again and give it away. So we are going to be doing that. I might take you through it. Shall I take you through it? What's on the wall? So basically, One lucky person, I'm going to send this to Mandy. I've got a box ready to send to her tomorrow. So I'm going to post this down to Mandy and she's going to slip it into one of your orders. So one lucky person who places an order will get the inspiration wall. So now it's starting from now until we'll give it the 24 hours where we normally keep the deals on. So we'll keep that deal on, but someone's going to get me inspiration wall. And I'll show you what's in it because I don't know either. I might. It'll be one of them, won't it, where I go, oh, I don't want to give that away. But we'll see. And then it'll be like, oh, I've given away all my samples. We've also got on the website, so obviously I'm using the brand new Stamperia, and actually I've still got a photograph of what I am using, because I am using, bear with, where is it? Oh no, I haven't got a photo because it wasn't a bundle one. Anyway, I'm using the, it's proper cut up now though. Look at it, it's like, oh, I've chopped it. It's chopped. But the brand new Voyagers collection. So I'm using the Voyagers collection. So we have got more stock of the art journal if you haven't got, of the junk journal if you haven't got that already. We've also got some more of the rub-ons. So if you want the rub-ons, I don't know about the stencils. I didn't check actually before I went live and I really should check. Mind you, I haven't even dug the stencils out, which is really stupid. That's really stupid because I've got the paste ready to go, but not the stencils. Oh, I'm sure I had the stencils in my hand. Oh, I hate that. Anyway, that's what I'm using tonight. I'm also, hello there, lovely Glynis. Glynis, I am loving those tiles that what you've been making. That picture you put on, that's beautiful. That is really beautiful. You could do a workshop teaching that. It's really, really nice. I had to put, what's that on? It's in the wrong keys. I had to put the light on. Oh, do you know what, Sylvia? You need the light on. It's dark now. It's dark. Now then, I got the Voyagers, yay, this time, but also found the Session 8 by 8 point. Oh, but also found in my stash a Voyager fantastic. What does that mean? Yeah, what old ones of the Voyagers? As in the old papers. See, I can't remember them doing it. Well, no, I can a bit. I can. There is something. There's some of the images that are like, oh yeah, but it does look a bit different. So, but is that what you found? 8 by 8. That's A. So they'll go perfectly together. Raining. Extra dark tonight with rain clouds. Yeah, same here. It has been pouring down. It does look good out there, though. It looks atmospheric. Right. Okay, my darlings. What I am going to do, I might even... Should I give you a sneak peek what we're doing in workshop as well next week? Shall I? I don't know. I'm going to do sneak peeks for workshops. But as you're on here, I might do. Yeah, why not? Why not? Right, okay. I'll switch my camera. Do you know what? It is funny. Because I do a different... Oh, sorry, you can just see my finger, can't you? Let me do that, and then you can't see my finger. Because obviously I've got different systems. So when I do this and then when I do the All and Create, we use different... obviously we use different systems. And honestly, it's like, oh, I can't remember how I would do it. It feels like I'm doing it all over again from the beginning. You know what I mean? Anyway, right, okay. So I'm doing the Voyagers. So this is a beautiful Voyagers, but Snow Collection reimagined. Do you know what? That's it, because I do like the artwork. I recognise some of the artwork. In fact, funnily enough, one of the rice papers I dug out tonight, I wonder if I can find it. I was like, oh, that fits well, but it's because of some of the artwork. Some of the artwork I absolutely recognise, like, where's that guy? That guy on his penny farthing. It's like, oh yeah, I recognise. So yeah, you can sort of see some that. It was like, I recognise him, and I recognise him. Isn't it funny how you start doing that? How you start recognising it from the other older collections. It's like, oh, I know that. It's so funny, isn't it? Now then. That's what I'm going to be demonstrating tonight. Now, I'm mixing it up because What we have got, oh, we've got the stencils. Thank you very much, Mandy. We have got the stencils as well for the Voyagers, which I'm sure I had in my hand, but I don't know where I've put, so that's a worry. So I'll probably have to dig them out. But what I am using is the A3 rice papers. Now, I know I'll have shown you these before, but the A3 rice papers, oh, I love these. They don't do these anymore. I think Cadence do big rice papers, but Stampera don't do A3 rice papers anymore. And I tell you what, I was so gutted because I really love these and the designs are sensational. Now, we don't have much stock left of these anymore. We can't reorder anymore because, like I said, they've stopped. So once they're gone, they're properly gone. And they're beautiful. They're just, look at that. They're just beautiful. Isn't that stunning? Now, we've got a really good discount on these tonight. I think our man said we're putting a 30% discount on these. We haven't got many designs. Oh, they're just beautiful. I really wish they'd do these again. I suppose they stopped because they were expensive. But look at how much you get. Now, I want to do these because I'm decorating a box. Now, the thing is with something like this, because you're getting a lot of rice paper in one thing, it means that you don't have to chop it up as much if you want a bigger surface area. Look at that. Look at that design. Isn't that sensational? Utterly, I love them. I love them. See, this is why I hate it when you know companies have to get rid of stuff because obviously they've run out of space, yada yada. Because it's like, they are beautiful, aren't they? Have they reintroduced A3 rice papers? When? Do you know, they're bloody expensive. I don't remember seeing any A3 rice papers, or Jill. With which collection? I definitely haven't had any, which is very rude. Oh, I love them. The normal price of these, I think they're like a £5 a sheet, I think. Is that what they're looking at now, Jill? Is that the kind of price they're looking at now with the new A3? Oh, no, that makes me happy. I presume they're not bringing these back, though, because these are the old ones. Old. I'm going to have a look on the website after. Of course, art stories. I forgot the art stories. Of course, you're right. Yes. Not that I thought you were wrong. Art stories. Because we haven't bothered with the art stories, we haven't got it in, I kind of forgot. But of course, that makes sense. And are they charging about a £5 a sheet? I haven't looked yet. But, I'm going to have to go and have a look. Because I love the big rice papers. I just adore them. Anyway. Right, I'm going to have to go and look. Are they big? They're A3 though, aren't they? Our Jill. Jill says and that's what these are. They're massive. They're really big sheets. We have got a 30% discount off these this evening, but we haven't got many in stock. But I am going to look at the art stories. I forgot all about the art stories. Oh my gosh, I need to go and look at them. I love them. That's right. Whoa, $15.99? Bloody hell. What, for one sheet? Not for one sheet. That can't be for one sheet, Jill. No. Well, we're not stocking them, kids. However, because these were about, I'm sure they were about a £5 a sheet. I'm sure. Oh, that's, yeah, okay. Maybe I'm wrong though, but they were, I mean, it can't be $15.99 a sheet, surely. Anyway, right, so that's what I'm working with. Ours definitely aren't. Mandy will be able to confirm exactly on it. Bloody hell. Can't be $15.99 each. Can't be. What are ours, Mand? With the discount, what does it work out at per sheet? Because it's definitely not $15.99, kids. For sure. I mean, gosh, and I used to think they were quite pricey, but worth every penny because I loved them. $15.99 though would be pushing me buttons a bit with that. Yeah. Oh, blinking heck. I wouldn't use it. Right, let me show you then, right? So that's what we're working with tonight. And then someone's going to win the stuff behind me on my board. So let me show you. Now, I kind of don't want to give this away, but I am going to do. I am. I love that. It's not clear it's one pack. Okay, it must be more. Ours were $3.95. See, were they only $3.95 a sheet? See, that sounds so cheap now, doesn't it? And that's before discount, man. $3.95 before discount. Oh, I could have sworn they were a fiver. I could have sworn they were a fiver. Anyway. So, right. So someone's getting me texture stuff. This is the Cadence. That beautiful texture paste that they do, but with that look, with the extra texture in there. Love this. So there's that. Okay, and then. So I'm going to take everything off the back wall. Oh my gosh. Bear with everybody, bear with. The back wall is going to be naked. You've got all sorts coming your way if you're lucky enough to win. Because you're not getting me dogs. Hold on. Hold on. Those and those. There's lots from the demos that I've been doing. And those, all of them. Hold on, I know this is a bit boring for you at the minute. It's because I'm stripping my wall. Bear with. Nearly there, everyone, nearly there. Doobie-doo, I'm getting a sore arm, which just shows that I really need more exercise. There. Okay. It's a proper old stash. Scrumptious, innit, Debbie? Kind of don't wanna give it away, but I am, because I've enough stuff, girl. Let it go. So first of all, you've got some of the beautiful papers from the Venice collection, because these have been up since the Venice collection. So you're gonna get whoever wins. One person, of course, is going to win these. I love that die. Keep buying them, but haven't used them yet. The rice papers. Yeah, I know what you mean. They look so gorgeous. I must admit, these 12 by 12 ones, the A3 ones, they're even nicer, I don't know why, but oh man, they're so nice. Okay, and then we've loads of cards. So there's loads and loads of maybe finished cards, maybe work in progress. There's obviously tags. Oh, look at this little tag book. Oh, I like that. See, little tag books. That's going. Ephemera background. Beautiful background. Another little card. Stamperia. That one I did just the other day. That one I did on telly. I love that. That one I did on telly. Some from the, and this is a good one because it's got the rub on. Finished projects. That one I did on a live because that's alcohol ink background. That one I did on a live. My beautiful leaf. Someone is getting this. Someone's getting all this pile. Hooray! So all of this pile, but it's going to be a surprise. Mandy's going to decide. Mandy's going to be picking somebody at random and popping it in the bag. So whoever places an order is in with a chance of winning the inspiration. Well, I thought it was time to give it away because it's got proper chunky as that. It is yummy, isn't it? There's loads there. There's loads there. So, and you can do with it what you will. If it's a card, you can chop it up. It's yours. So when how do you do? Oh, well though. It is Stanley, actually. Look, but it's okay. Because there he is another outfit. I know Stanley's there with his lady friend. I know he were only with other lady other day, weren't he? Sorry, Stanley. Split it in two. No, I was sued. That's it. We've got one winner. I think it's nice having one winner and having a big. Or do you think it's too much? Maybe. Maybe. What's the thing then? What do people reckon? What's the vote? We can have a vote. So, do people think I should split it in two and do two prizes, or do we think we should just go for one big prize? I'll keep my eye on it and we'll have a look. So, one big prize or split it in two? Do you want to share? The OG Stanley. All right. Hey, Stan. Boy, it's them shorts, you know. So, split it in two or go for one big prize. What? Split it. Oh, split. Already we've had 3 splits. Share it out. Lovely stash. So far, one big one. Right, so far, one for me. We've had about 3 for split, 2 for split is going 2 prizes. We need to keep an eye on this split. Oh, it'd be nicer to split. Oh, maybe 2. Oh, it does seem like the split is winning. There's no doubt about it. Split's winning. Okay then, and I will split it random. I'm not gonna like faff. I'll split the papers so you both get some papers. Right, it's been split, and you never know. It might be you, but it is people placing an order, because obviously we want to send it out with orders. So if you're placing an order, and of course it doesn't matter how big or small it is, if you're placing an order, then somebody, 2 people, there's another one and there's another one, but I think the 2s are in the lead. I think they are. So 2 people are in with a chance of winning, okay? So please, make sure you check your baskets out. You've got 24 hours, but I won't tell them on emails, so it's only you lot who know. Sorry, I'm walking away because I'm just putting it on the floor, and while I'm there, I'm getting my stencils, because I did have them in my hand, but then I put them down again. But they're here. Everyone's being kind, aren't they? Aren't they being kind? See, that's what we should be. Oh, I tell you, I want more kindness. At the minute, social media is just vile. It's like, and I'm going to show you what we're doing in the workshop, okay? Social media is getting on. The amount of times I have to delete comments because I know I'm going to end up offending people. So I just have to keep my mouth shut. But, right, the workshop. So we've got the workshop next weekend. So we've got Paula doing, I've forgotten actually what Paula's doing, but something beautiful. We've got our lovely Sarah, and our lovely Sarah, I don't think there are any unkind crafters, are there? Yes, Carol, there really are. Yes, Carol, we have seen many. Yes, there are. Just because we like pretty things, it don't mean there's not some horrible ones out there. But you see, the problem is it depends on what you define as horrible. So this is a problem, isn't it? It's all in the definition of what. And we've got anyway. So we've got our workshop. So what we're doing, and I'm giving a cheeky peek, right? So what we're doing, my workshop. So anyway, our Sarah's workshop looks utterly divine. So we've got our Sarah doing a kind of mixed media, but very different to mine. Our Paula doing very neat and tidy. Our wonderful Erica doing a cut of about 3 different techniques actually. And I decided, so I wanted to do gel printing. But we're gonna do the magazine prints. However, everybody, no, absolutely lovely, Sue. Everybody's lovely here. Everyone is. Now, if you are joining us next week, and I have put a video up on YouTube and Facebook for those who've already subscribed, but if you don't have a gel plate, do you know what, loves? You can actually use a silicone mat. Now, I know I've hacked into this. This was a big mat. It's no longer a big mat. I've cut it up. But you can use a silicone mat. I have literally done magazine prints on a silicone mat. And I really wanted to see that because... no, I haven't had any news about Stephanie. No, I haven't. On our group is this one, our lovely Sharon. No, I haven't. I haven't heard anything. I'm sure. I hope she's okay. Well, Lizzie, you don't need to go anywhere. This is all online. This is all online. So it's a good online workshop. Starts, we've got Friday is our pyjama party. And then Saturday we've got 2 sessions Saturday. Sunday we've got 2 sessions. So, and you don't have to join us live if you don't want to. The knobbly bits are this mat is where you can either put ink pads in it. Oh yeah, fits perfect. Or honestly, David. Or you can mix your paints in it because it cleans out. So, but yeah, I've hacked it. I mean, it is, and that's where you put your paintbrushes, you know, so you don't have to lie them down flat. So it was a great mat before I chopped it up. Do you know why I chopped it up? I chopped it up because it looks like chess pieces, doesn't it? I chopped it up because I couldn't find a mat for me embossing when I were putting it through my machine, die cutting machine. So I chopped that up to use it as a a mat, an embossing mat. But anyway, so you can use these, right? And I wanted people to know that, so you don't have to buy a gel plate if you don't want to. But we're doing that. But I wanted then to look at how we use a magazine. So what we're doing a really cool little getting into junk journaling essentially, and looking at different ideas. I'm not going to show it you all because obviously I want us to go through the different techniques. But that's what I'm going to be doing, which is lovely. Yeah, we do the workshops on usually on YouTube, but she may say, do you know what? No, I can't say I have seen Stephanie on here for a little while. Oh, I hope she's okay. Maybe she's just on holiday or something. That's the thing, isn't it? We do get used to seeing our lovely people, don't we? And we get used to our lovely little gang of crafters. I do hope she's okay. If you're watching this, Stephanie, and just not commenting, then we're thinking about you and we're all wondering that you're okay. Do we need some magazines then, Leonie? Yes, Carol. Only one. You only need one, and I get Hello. The Hello magazine works like a beaut. And I've used I've used decent paint. I've actually used Pebeo. And what other paint did I use? I've used some Reeves. I've done Reeves as well. So, but it's all about experimenting. Okay? Yeah, that's it, Kathy. For the workshop, you're going to have to go out and buy a Hello magazine. Hello's really good. And if you try in a magazine print, you're best starting. Oh, Brian's so darn good at it. Honestly, Brian, yours are so good. Mine are so hit and miss still, but it's still worth doing it because it's really, because I love it. But do you agree, Brian? What other magazines have you used, Brian? Because I have found Hello is an absolute cracker, and they have some really cool images. So just pinch one from doctors. I tell you what, I don't think our doctors wouldn't have Hello in there. Not a chance. But yes. What do you need for the workshops? Oh, Louise, there's quite a big list because there's 5 different workshops. So when you actually sign up, you do get your emails. Or she's just been sending them out, or Claire's been sending them out over the weekend with the list of what you need. So they started going out this weekend. Mine was going out today, I do believe. Because there's quite a few lists. If you can't watch live, don't panic. You get a lifetime access for it. If you do want to book, it's actually under the Craft Collective. So it's not on our website. We should really learn how to link it, but I don't know how we can link it yet. But it is on the Craft Collective. So if you have a look on that website, you will be able to book your places. Our doctors don't have magazines. I don't think ours do anymore, Alison. I don't think ours do. They've stopped, haven't they? Probably germs. And it's probably, the germs get stuck. And this is the thing. I mean, the lovely thing with an online workshop, realistically, is Like, you know, we can have loads and loads of people attending, which is fabulous. So yes, oh, thank you, Mandy. That Di, thank you for sharing the link. Do have a look. It's really exciting. So that's all that bit, right? So that's the workshop. That's what's going to be sent out by it for 2 lucky winners. Shall we? I was barely have chairs. Do you know what, Sue? Since I moved back up north, I've been really surprised with doctors. They've been good. They've been good. Yeah, I reckon COVID stopped all the fun, didn't it? Right, so I'm using this. Now, obviously mine's chopped up. If you haven't got this one yet, I really like this. I really like the junk journal books. I like them because you get a nice, you don't get loads and loads of stuff. You get enough to either create a junk journal, and as you can see, I mean, mine's got so many pages, or card making. It's lovely for card making. I am actually going to do some different ones now. Most of the time, it's Vogue, yeah. It's good glossy magazines, isn't it? The other day I was going round feeling magazines in Tesco. I didn't look weird. I'm so pleased that they don't have top shelf magazines, otherwise I would have looked really weird. Because I was feeling all the magazine pages just to find the glossiest. Anyway, yeah, I love these. So you've got stickers. You've got die cuts, which I love. Double-sided die cuts, which I love. I love all these. These are beautiful. In fact, I used one of those the other day. So I made that on my live the other day. And look, I love her. Hello. She's looking out at you. She's looking out, which I just think is just, isn't that cool? But that's those. They're perfect for frames. Absolutely fabulous. Of course, all double-sided. You know, so you've got all these beautiful, look at that, the beautiful cities. And that is what I put behind there. So I chopped it up and put it behind there. What's that, Sue? Me feeling my magazines? I know, it could have been worse, couldn't it? Could have been worse. But nothing trumped hello for the glossiness. And it has good it has good images. I love this. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? This is such a good junk journal. I love this artwork. I just think, it's so up my street. Yeah, I like sniffing papers. I'm still the Graphic 45. Mind you, a good magazine. I love these buildings. I think are so cool. They're so cool. So stickers, more and more double-sided papers. Now, we have got more stock of this. So if you did miss out on it the other day, we have got extra stock. So please, if you are after this one, you know what to do. Get on website. It is in stock. And of course, we've got the rub-ons and the stencils. So what I'm going to do, and I talked about this, I talked about doing this because I really wanted to do this. So these are boxes that when I were in Holland Crate the other day, they brought cakes in, very posh cakes. Now I couldn't eat the cakes, but I could pinch the boxes. So I did. And do you think, Sylvia, do you think they're on par with G45? And I don't know, still, yeah. Look at that though, right? Look, and then, look. It like, well, I have to use this. Now, when I was planning this demonstration, I got so far in decorating it, I was going to think about how to use this tray in the centre. I'm going to be dead honest with you. I forgot. I started planning what I was going to do. But I tell you what it's because I got waylaid and started planning on what I was going to do on the top. And it meant I forgot to carry on planning what I was going to do inside. I've literally only just remembered that I haven't got a plan for inside. So we're not doing that today, but we are going to do the outside. Now, I thought that were beautiful. And it's funny because like your recycling projects, when you've got stuff like this, it just becomes so... I like it because it's like a challenge, isn't it? It does smell a bit of cake. I have washed it out. But it does, well, no, it smells a card actually. It does smell a card as opposed to still cake. The cakes were so beautiful. They looked beautiful. Oh yeah, all bookshops are gorgeous, aren't they? I don't know what Lucy's been sniffing, but everyone thinks it's really funny. So, the rice paper. Now, this is what I was talking about. Because these are, I love smelling old books. Old books smell amazing. That's why, like, yeah, bookshops and libraries just, oh, they're gorgeous, aren't they? Look, because it's a big rice paper, not a problem. And then we can go along the bottom and do the same inside. And it's a big rice paper, so I don't have to worry about a continuous, design. So what I'm going to do is glue this down. Now I am going to use, so I've got my Bond and Seal. Now you've got a choice. I do rather like working with the satin, actually. I really like it because I think it looks really cool. Well, Sylvia, I could have put, I'm covering it though, the gold. I could have definitely put, you're right, if I'd have had like that there, hold on a second, if I'd have had that there, then absolutely you'd have seen the reflection. But I actually didn't want that. I didn't want to see the gold too much. I mean, I like it, but I don't like it, I don't want it to be the biggie, you know what I mean? It's a bit too much for me. So I'm putting my Bond and Seal, but the reason I'm using rice paper as well, because obviously we being nice and big, so I don't need to worry about how to fill in spaces, but also this in these gaps, the rice papers are gonna sit perfectly. So in these gaps, I don't need to worry about the rice paper folding or getting it perfect. It's going to work because it's rice paper. So it'll just blend into there. Yeah, a pop-up box would be really cool. What I was actually thinking was of doing it so, and then putting a journal inside it, because that's more me, having a nice little journal. And I did think like the little tray, I thought, oh, that could be a little shelf. Now, normally I put adhesive on the bottom of the rice paper, but I forgot. But that's okay, because I think it will be okay. So I'm just moving it in situ. I've already cut this down before the live, and we can just slip and slide it in place. Let me just make sure it's I've done it long enough. And in fact, if I haven't done it long enough, the bit at the, no, if I haven't done it long enough, the bit at the top, look, I haven't. But the bit at the top is the bit that I'm going to allow to have a border, because I can put some on the top there, okay? Right, beautiful. Now, let's squidge it down. I do have to be careful because I have to think about the movement. So, seal it. So make sure you seal it now. The other reason I'm using rice paper is because rice paper is affected by what's underneath it. So, and I should have glued underneath the rice paper because of this bit. Mind you, it's okay. It's glued, it's perfect. So, and I'm making sure I really, when I'm gluing, let me move that camera down a bit, because I keep missing you, don't I? So I'm making sure I'm really gluing that, because I need that to move. And it's like magic, because as soon as you've properly glued it down, there's no air bubbles in there. As soon as you've properly glued it down, it just blends into that background so beautifully. And this is why rice paper is so effective for stuff that's a bit tricky. But ultimately you can use it on easy stuff as well, obviously. But for stuff that's tricky, rice paper is so effective. Now, I can see I've got air bubbles in this bit. If you've got air bubbles, what I would highly suggest is I'm going to peel this back off. And the reason I've got air bubbles is because it's faffing. So now peel that back off. And what I'm going to do is gently start to blend this in. So I'm pushing that out. So any air bubbles, I'm going to push as I'm gluing and get rid of those air bubbles. Okay, so hopefully I'll get a nice adhesion. Right, and just making sure it bends. Now, because I'm on gold, you've got, and it's, can you see, you can still see the reflection underneath the rice paper. So it's still got that light, absolutely. The gold behind it, and that's exactly why I wanted to use rice paper for this. Because the rice paper is, whatever you put underneath the rice paper will affect the actual result of the, you know, of the rice paper. So if it were darker, that would darken the rice paper. If it's white, it obviously lightens it, etc. However, because this is gold, it's almost like having a backlight in there. So it looks really effective. I'm putting way too much glue on this. And I'm not really, I mean, the glue, you can't see the glue. So it's absolutely fine. You don't need to use as much glue as I am. It's ridiculous. I'm getting super carried away and you probably can't see. Doesn't it look nice? Doesn't it look nice? And that's why I went for the rice paper. And I went for a rice paper. I mean, the colour of this one I thought worked so well, but also the imagery. You know, the imagery still works with this one. So I thought, yeah, that's going to be perfect. Now, this one's a bit trickier because we need to, I always say we like I'm a royalty. I need to start from here and just make sure I'm lining it up right. Now, I'm going to line it up from this side. If I've cut it wrong, then I've cut it wrong, and so be it. And I'm hoping, hold on a minute. See, this is where, I know, I've only cut it down because I wanted a nice clean edge. So that's why I've cut it down. Normally, I'd use a water brush. Using a water brush is a lot easier. But I wanted this to be a really nice crisp edge. Okay, that's done it now. So this bit is trickier, but it's not a big, it's not unachievable, you know, it's just trickier. I'm just, again, just making sure I haven't got those air bubbles. Gosh, I love rice paper. And this is the A3 sheet, and you can obviously, you can use scraps, and you know, if you're doing it, if you're using scraps and you're doing it so it's more of a collage, that actually is even easier than using a big sheet, because you don't do things like I've just done and got a crease in it, you know, because if you're just collaging it, you don't need it to be a solid. So if this looks a bit too much of a faff, just collage it. Don't bother trying to do the big sheet. It doesn't need to be a big sheet. But if you like that continuation, this is how to do it. And I'm just easing it. And the lovely thing is, like rice paper, it's tough. Now, I've probably got some creases there, but you know what? I can live with a crease or two. I mean, look at my forehead. I can live with a crease or two. It doesn't affect me. I tell you what, today, my head feels proper creased or two. I forgot to put moisturiser on. And I get really dry skin if I forget. And I remembered, but then forgot again, even though my face does feel like I've been in a wind tunnel. You know, when it just feels really battered and tight. Oh, how do I forget these things? It's because I start doing something else and then forget. Right. Really annoying though. Right, and then, sorry, I know it's going to be a bit difficult for you to see this bit, but I'm doing the same thing. So I'm bringing that adhesive in and just going up the rice paper. Now, this bit I didn't cut down just because I thought if I cut this wrong, then that's going to be a faff. So I still want a straight edge though, so that's going to be hilarious, isn't it? There, because it's going to be quite tricky to cut. But, boom, done. Beautiful. Look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful inside? How you can still see the gold. See. Oh, it's nice, isn't it? And look, I mean, easy. You know, it makes it so easy. I love that. Right, and now this might not be perfect. You could be patient. You could wait for it to dry. You could then get a craft knife or something. You're best waiting for it to dry rather than doing what I'm doing. Jill would do it right, wouldn't you, Jill? Jill, you know how I do the be more Janet? You could actually be more Jill. Because Jill's way more organised than I am. Just be more Jill. Be more Jill and Janet. Can we ask him to get more cakes for the shop? Yeah, I think that's a good idea, actually. Yeah, I think they need to. It's I think this was a bit of a treat though. It was really cute, and I weren't even gutted I couldn't have any. Oh, look at that! It's the perfect size. Who knew? So the tray can go back in again. Yes, little baby craft knife. That'd be good as long as it's dry. I might do that, but that's going to be for a later day. So beautiful. Isn't that good? See, can you use rice paper on a cigar box? Yes, absolutely, our lovely Jill. Definitely paint it first because whatever's underneath it is going to affect it because you can sort of see through it, which is why this is so effective on the gold. But think about it. Okay, I'm doing, I'm upcycling this, but if you've got some gold mirror card, stick your rice paper on that. It will absolutely change your gold mirror card. If you want, make out of your gold mirror, make boxes. And it's funny, isn't it? Because I would not make a box out of gold mirror card. But looking at this, it's like, oh, I could make one with gold, and it would look beautiful. That's beautiful. Or at least line it and then put the rice paper over the top. Stunning, isn't it? Now, this is one of the big rice papers. Once it's gone, it's gone. I very much doubt they're bringing these designs. Mind you never know if they are bringing back, but I very much doubt they'll be bringing back any of these ones. So please check your baskets out if you want your 30% discount. Stunning, isn't it? So that's my rice paper, okay. Then my beautiful papers. So I've cut these to size already, so this is super easy. I've cut them to size, but then I have to remember what my, East Van House and Magnet. Isn't that posh? That my friend, I don't know the brand. Cedric, I think it's Cedric Grollet, from the Berkeley. Oh, they were beautiful. I'm not sure who brought the actual cakes. I don't actually think it Rabs. I can't remember. I don't think Abs actually got the cakes in. I think it won at team, but yeah, they were beautiful. So pretty. So pretty. Anyway, look. So look, I really like this. So can you say that it's cut, but it just follows? Oh, I love that. So that's going on next. Now I'm still going to use my glue. I've gone and put my paintbrush in my water though, so that's annoying. It's good, because I'm not ruining my paintbrush, but annoying. So I'm still going to use my gloss. Now, this will absolutely adhere the paper to this box. I have cut this slightly bigger so I can sand it back afterwards with the sanding block that I still haven't found, which is so annoying. So that's going to go on there. I kind of like projects like this. It's funny because, they're nice, easy projects, really. But it's rather nice to do nice, easy projects now and again. But the concentration on this project is going to be, in a minute, on the top, on the lid. That's where I'm going to concentrate. I'm actually going to put glue underneath this. When you're doing your glue, you don't need big chunks of it. And when we do our workshop, for those of you who are coming on the workshop, I have been using the cadence. Sorry, I can't remember what I was doing then. The cadence. So, but obviously it's whatever you use. So whatever your sort of collage glue is, your rice paper glue. whatever it is that you love, that's what you use. Now I've done my side panels as well, so I've got one there, but I rather like the plain side, because I think the plain sides are quite pretty, because obviously I thought they'd be quite nice because they've got loads of decoration purposes, haven't they? So they're going to go at the sides. And then I've done one for the back as well. Way too much glue, Leonie, per usual. Put some down there as well. Like so. And then some there. Like that. Nice and easy. Now, of course, it's got the little white bits. I've got the white bits, and I haven't cut the paper so it's going over the white bits, but I will be using the paint. So Stamperia, of course, have brought out the range of paints. Now, the range of paints they've brought out are for the Whispering Woods collection. However, there's some beautiful paints in there that will mix and match with this collection as well. And let's face it, if you've already bought into Stamperia in the past, there's a good chance you've already got some of the paints. So just go through your stash and have a look, because they use, both sides are nice, because they use colour palettes that blend each time, so you can start digging out like paints from the past collections that will work really well with this collection, or, you know, they work across the board, basically. There we go. So as you can see, my paper trimmer blade is going a bit feathery. I need to change it again. There. Nice, isn't it? Da, 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 da. Beautiful. And then the back. Now, the back, I decided to use a bit of a scrap. So I did completely different. I were either going to use the scraps that were left over from that page, or something completely different. I mean, she would look quite good. And that's actually off the front cover. But I did really quite like that. So it's decisions time again. I'm going to go that. I know I shouldn't really cover, but I am doing. So's love, you. That's it. Although I do really like that. I'll put it down before I can even think about it. Okay, so covered. Quick and easy, covered. I have got a little bit obsessed. It's funny, you know, when you start, when you know you're becoming a little bit obsessed with the upcycling malarkey. Because I'll show you in a minute what I nearly did tonight. And I had to talk myself out of it, because I thought, oh, shall I make a card with this? Let me show you. It's ridiculous. Hold on, where is it? It's ridiculous. This shows you my level of madness that I'm going into. This. I decided, and I still might do it, I decided I was going to make a card out of this. But actually you could do, because look, it's already got a fold, so it could pop up. And anyway, I didn't, you're lucky. So we didn't do me vine leaf. I love them, but ridiculous, isn't it? Oh, thank you. Thank you, our lovely Jill. Jill's answering your questions. I didn't even see the question, actually. But whatever Jill said is right. Yes, exactly. It doesn't act like a clear gesso. It depends what you're using it for, however. If you're using it to seal, so if you want to seal that, and then your surface, the stuff underneath is protected, yes, in that way it does. But if you want to create a tooth to work on, then in that way it doesn't. So it depends. But yeah, if you want to protect what's underneath, yes, it will. It will work for that. So it's just, yeah, depends what you're doing. I've got air bubbles, which really annoy me. So I'm just going to shove a bit of glue under there and then squidge it down and get rid of those air bubbles. Okay, so there we go. As you can see, I've nicked that bit and I've started taking, but it's lovely. Okay, happy with that. Now then, what we're going to do is, so as I said, the inside of the box I haven't planned. So that'll have to be for another day because I kind of forgot. But who cares? It just looks beautiful, doesn't it? So you just have to go, ooh. Have you been checking the website? Have you been checking about the cakes? Are they really, really, really expensive? I didn't look. See, this is why you can't throw the boxes away. Can you imagine throwing those boxes away? Oh, man. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let's go around the edges. So obviously we've got the colours, like I said, we've got the colours that are actually in or brought out for the other range. And you can see, when you look at the paints, you can see that that really these are for the Whispering Woods, but let's use them for this one because I really like the brick red and I really like that dark brown and I really like the orange because it is kind of rusty. So what I'm going to do, what are you lot doing? Who needs a bigger pair of trousers? No idea what you're chunnering on about, you lot. It's one of them, it's like, what you chunnering on about? Right, so a little squidge of paint. Okay. And then, where's my sponge gone? Now then, is this sponge? Keep forgetting to clean my sponges. That's not too bad though. This is not good. I should be cleaning my sponges. Then spritz it. Okay, now with your sponge, you wanna, sorry, I'm moving away because I don't want to get everything really wet. There we are. You don't want to, use a wet sponge because the paints will work better on the wet sponge. I didn't realise that. I'll just try my fingers. So what I'm going to do is, and I'm only dabbing a little bit, so it's just picking up a little bit of paint. Now, I did do this on the live the other day when I was doing the Whispering Woods collection. And it just works so well. But I tell you what, I love these colours with this because I do think it gives it a really nice kind of rusty vibe. I mean, I could add texture in with this if I wanted to. Did people see that I put the other... I did finish the video and put it up. I don't know if anyone's seen that I did put that video up for the second half of the demonstration. So that is on YouTube. I think I shared it on Facebook as well, but it's definitely on YouTube. No, have we frozen again? Oh, it keeps doing this, doesn't it? Do you know what I think I need to start doing? I think I'll have to start doing it on a smaller, on a lower thingy, whatever it is I need to do. But because it keeps doing this, doesn't it? It keeps freezing. And it's only recently it keeps doing it. It's very annoying, isn't it? It's very annoying. Let's do quite a bit in one sitting. I might not do all of this just because you don't want to watch me doing all of this, do you? Because this isn't the exciting bit. I can finish that off after the live, is this bit. With this now, this is what we were talking about. Signal's very bad. See, where I am, it's telling me that my signal's absolutely fine. It's frozen again. I reckon it is because I think it's Facebook. Is it freezing? I'm talking to myself, am I? Just shuddering away to my little self. But I'll carry on. No. Oh, good there. See, I think now, YouTube people, is YouTube okay? I'm sure it's Facebook. I think Facebook's running out of storage space. I wonder. It's frozen so they can't see it anyway. Got one. Got you back. Oh, I wonder if it's like... I see the other day when I were doing it and it were freezing the other day and Jess said it was my internet that was dropping out, but for some people it were working. So that would sort of suggest that it's not... you know what I mean? That it's people's internet that's watching, but I don't know. Fine on YouTube. See, this makes me wonder if it's the Facebook. Because the other day we couldn't go live and it was Facebook because we were streaming at too high a quality, but that were Facebook. So I wonder. Now, that question about it acting like gesso. So this is when it protects your surface. So can you see? So this here now, if I need to get rid of that, if I get a bit of paper and if I just spritz it, because it's sealed it, it gives me the ability to take that off again. So I can take some of it if I want to, and so I can wipe it back off again. And I really like that. See, some people are okay on Facebook, and this makes me think it can't be my connection, because otherwise, oh, I've taken the top off the paper. Otherwise, everybody's would be dropping off, wouldn't it, if it were just me? So I think it must be the people's. So I'm blaming you lot, which is rude. Now, can you see how rusty it looks? So I love that. I think that looks really effective. Now, I don't want to just keep doing this because I think that's a bit boring. So, but I need to finish the top bit. So I'll speed along with this. So let me just sponge this on. I'm literally just going to do the top bit of it. And I am rushing a little bit. But I think those colours just look so cool. They just look really rusty and fabulous. Oh, frozen now. It's only very short clips. It's weird, isn't it? Yeah, next time I do my live, I'm going to do it on a lesser quality and see if that works. Because it does seem to be, it seems to be happening all the time now, which is annoying. If you want these paints now, the paints, if you haven't got them already, they are beautiful colours. They're really nice. You can use them on your gel plates. Obviously, they're acrylic paints, so you can use them on all your different surfaces. But I like these, and I do like the colour palettes. There we go. See, look at that. All rusty and beautiful. Isn't it? Rusty. There. Move to YouTube, and it's fine. See? The YouTube. This is why we need to move to YouTube, everybody. We do. I know I've been putting it off, but I think it has to happen. Or it needs to, anyway. Because I think YouTube's just a bit more secure. And a lot of people are watching YouTube these days. Oh, I weren't going to do this. Sorry, I've got into it. But it don't matter because no one can see anyway. There we go. So taking it, putting it on, take it back off again. And just a little bit more with that dark brown. And then let's do the top of this. Because that's what I said I was going to do. There we go. That's enough for now, girl. I'll finish the rest off after. But, oh, Louise, that's beautiful. Kitten purring on my neck. Oh, that's so gorgeous. Right, so that's what I'm going to do all the way around, okay? Because I like that. I think the colours work so well with it because of that beautiful sort of finish. I have got, we were chatting about this. Me and Jill were chatting about this. Jill said, when I do this, when I've got a perfectly nice piece of paper and then I go and put stuff on it, I go and cover it with stuff. That's literally what I'm doing again, Jill. But this time I haven't used a perfectly good piece of paper. This time I'm recycling a piece of paper that I've already started doing a background on. But Jill was like, oh, another good piece of paper you could have used. Whereas I think, oh, another background. This one, though, has got some nice texture. So it's got some gold, which I'm hoping will shine through as well. It is a good idea, yeah, watching on YouTube and then having the chat on Facebook. And it's interesting because then you can see who's dropping off and on again, you know. And it's like, you guys will know even better than me. You know, if whose stream looks like it's actually working and whose stream isn't. And I'm just gonna swoosh that off a little bit, just so that gold pops. Right, background, put it to one side, okay? And then next, okay. So that's where we are now. Obviously, we've got the cool stencils. I must admit, I do, that one is my favourite. I am, and we've still got the bundles. So with the stencil bundles, you are still getting money off. You're still getting money off those stencil bundles. So if you do want the stencil bundles, you have got that option. Okay, so That's that one. But that one is definitely my favourite. I do love this stencil. And I do like how it, because it's nice and small, I think that's really, really effective. Now, I can't type on my phone too small for my misbehaving fingers. Oh, honestly, sometimes I know what you mean. And it does get you in trouble, doesn't it, sometimes? Those, yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have cleaned up my paint. I can't reply to comments. Yeah, tag people on YouTube. Yeah, that's the thing, innit? YouTube's better for watching, but not as good for actually having the nice conversations and stuff. So they've both got their place, haven't they? Which is such a shame, because I wish YouTube would do that bit better. So this time, rather than using a texture paste, I'm just going to stipple through. And this is why I definitely shouldn't have bothered cleaning my paints up, because I'm literally using the same paints. So I'm holding this in situ and then just stippling through, not the whole thing. I'm just stippling through little bits here, little bits there, and I love that. That stencil is fabulous. Well, I've got the stencil out. Let's just move it round and just do a little bit more stippling here and there, because it'd be rude not to. Look, doesn't it look cool? It looks really cool. Have you not used it yet? You need to get it out. Yeah, get it used. It's such a nice stencil. And I might even put the words on this bit. Oops-a-daisy. Oops-a-daisy. What's that there? Let's, uh-oh, it's gluey inside still. Still a little bit wet inside. Above the, and I'll have to put clouds on a different line. That there, like so, and then above the clouds, let's put clouds there. When you're doing things like this, of course, if you are a little bit worried about getting your paint everywhere, make sure you mask your element off. I'm not too worried though. And because I have put the base on it, if I did get it wrong, I could always wipe the paint off, because I've sealed it. So that really helps. The sealing does really help. So doesn't it look beautiful? So effective and quick as well. I'm going to do this side now, because that's got a bit of a lip. I'm not worried about ruining the other side. So, but I am going to, I can't decide where I want the paint to go. And actually, I could clean the stencil at this stage. I don't really need to load any more paint on it. But there we go. And then we'll just do a little bit more here. I love that a lot of you have already got the stencils. I love that you've already got the stencils as well. I mean, that's just fabulous, isn't it? And let's put on this one, let's put the airship. There we go. I haven't used adhesive. If you do want to use the stencil adhesive, especially on a lightweight stencil like this, I have got the one I use is the Cadence one, which is fabulous, because it's not one of them horrible stringy adhesives. So if you do want to use that, then highly recommend that. And there we go. Beautiful. So look, perfect. So that's that, and that's all the stencil I need. Of course, when I've finished doing the paint around the edges, it blends together better. So these bits that aren't finished yet, the white bits, we'll have to imagine it. But it will look really good. If you do want the stencils, if you haven't bought them already, they are available in those bundles. So you can get the discount with the bundles. So please, yeah, don't miss out on those bundles, because they are a really good price. And they're just really nice designs. I still haven't found my spritzer. Can you believe it? I have no idea where I've put that. And I'll just clean this off as usual. I'm using a bit of scrap card. How funny. I don't think this is because of us chatting our lovely Jill about using nice shiny pieces of card. But I have decided to clean up today on all my scrap cards. So maybe, I kind of like using scrap card to clean up though. It's quite nice, isn't it? Because then You're creating fodder. This is it now, everyone. I do like the collage fodder set words, expression. I think it's a really good expression. Right, that's enough of this, Leonie. You're getting carried away and you can't even see what I'm doing. Sorry. Let's move that there. Let's pop that there. I am literally cleaning that stencil as usual, but creating, and it's my scrap card, so even Jill would be all right with this. Because look, Jill, saw me scrap. Woohoo! I received the Voyagers stuff yesterday. Yay! Now that's fabulous. I'm so pleased you've all started receiving your stuff. It's very exciting. And it's, yeah, I hope you love it. And you have to share what you're making with us. Right, okay, that's enough of that. That's kind of clean. Perfect. And that is such a good stencil. That is my favourite. Really good. The stencils they don't come in the physical same package, but we sell them together. In fact, I have got a picture of that. I've got a picture of that, Lillian. Look, woohoo! Posh! I've got a picture of that. So, that is the stencil bundle. So if you do want the stencil bundle, because it's in a bundle, it's good timing that, because I'm just cleaning my brush. So if you do want the stencil bundle, we do have a discount on the stencil bundle for you. So that's the one you need to go for. Yay! Okay, now, what I really wanted to show you was demonstrated on the top. I'd say I can add colours to torn off pieces and place with embellishment clusters. Absolutely. I will. That's it now, our lovely Jill. That's all I'm going to do. I promise. So, what I've started doing in the book, I've started taking out some of the embellishments. Now, I haven't made up my mind which ones I'm using 100% yet, but I have taken out a couple of the tags. So I've taken out one of these tags already. In fact, let me take out another one. So I've already taken these out. Now, these are all die cut and double-sided. Yes. Which is absolutely fabulous. And of course, these are all double-sided as well, which I just love these. I love these. So I've taken them. I've also taken out of my little battered book the other there. So I've also taken out one of these. Okay. So again, pops out really easy. So it's those embellishments initially that I'm going to be using. So what I decided I wanted to do was, so obviously when the box opens, it's going to open and sort of sit like that. It doesn't flop back. So it means I can decorate on the top of it. So when it's closed, the top is going to look really cool. So what I wanted to do was, and I did have a piece of card which I seem to have lost yet again. Before I decorate though, let me just make sure. So I've got rub-ons. I actually meant I've got hiccups, but it came out so I've got rub-ons. I kind of like that on the corner. Maybe I'm gonna, I kind of like that. Maybe before I do before I do the decoration, I might just go in with the rub-ons. I love the rub-ons. And once you start looking, it's like, oh, that's nice. And the sentiments are fab as well. But I quite like something in the corner there. Oh, I might have her actually. Or the chap. Maybe I should actually see what space is left. Okay, let's see what... Oh, then again, no, I really love that. Oh, and I love that as well. Leonie Peugeot, stop it. Okay, just use one of them for now. Stop faffing. Okay, oh, then again, it's that one, okay. Now, with the rub-ons, I'm cutting it out through the packaging. So, it's in the packaging. Not bothering taking it out. And I'm just going to pop it. I get a bit carried away. I want to put them all over. Again, with the rub-ons, You can go from separate. Oh, the car. Oh, isn't it funny? It's like, I don't look up and then I look up and you're like, no, do that one. But I really like that. And I love it because it sits over the paint. I'll probably go and end up covering this up in a second. But I love that it sits over the paint. I think that looks super, super effective. And you could, I mean, start having, oh no, I'm going to put it there above the clouds. That's where it's going. I've gone off on my tangent, haven't I? Right. Now I need to pop a little bit of pressure. So I'm going to hold inside. And the paint's dry now. It does dry really quick. And because I was stippling it on, it dries really quick because you're not putting a thick layer of paint. It doesn't feel like Sunday today, does it? It feels like a different day, but I don't really know what day it feels like. Let's just peel this off gently. There. Oops, a bit there. And then there. Beautiful, look at that. Aren't they good? I think with the rub-ons, you don't realise how cool they look till you use them. Isn't that effective? And look at the coverage. I mean, they're very opaque. You know, that is such... And I love that they're so matte. You know, I love that you can't... There's just not a sheen on that. I think that's just beautiful. Really beautiful. Isn't it nice? Really nice. Right, okay. The top piece here. I might put some more stuff on. I kind of want some texture on there, but I'm going to see. So what I decided to do, piece of paper, and I'm going to create a little roll. Now, the roll on top, I'm creating this. No, with the rub-ons, if there is texture, if there's texture, handmade papers, they don't like that much at all. Because the handmade papers peel off with them. And you can do it, you can kind of force them to do it, but it takes a fair bit of forcing, you know. So yes, they are a bit fussy with that. Now this is the other side of the cover. And what I'm doing, I'm rolling the edges. So my edges are really grubby. And what I've actually done, I've wet it so it rolls easier. Now this has got ink on it, it's got paint on it. So it means I don't have to worry about painting the edges or ink in the edges. Because I'm actually picking up some colour from my dirty mat. Which is good, innit? Feels a long way from payday. Oh, done it just. Tell me about it. I don't even want to look. And I got reminded today of a bill I forgot to pay. Oh, don't you just hate those? It's like, oh, dear me. It's forgot about you. At least they're not threatening me yet. Close. And I had better pay it because it's tax, man. But at least he's not threatening me, you know. So that's nice, isn't it? So give it a blast dry. When you dry it, of course, these go a bit tougher again, which is good. Yeah, I love this technique. It never gets dull, does it? And it looks so effective. And I love that, you know, however much you rip and tear it, it just looks like, as long as it looks like you're meant to do it, it's fabulous. It's just really nice. I know, who needs a fluffed up stick? You don't want a fluffed up stick. It's just not what you're after in life, is it? There we go. Obviously this bit I get bored with. So I never dry it properly because I'm already bored. But that's okay. Now, double-sided tape. So I'm going to loop it. I'm doing this because I wanted a base for it to work on, for everything to sit on. So that's why I'm doing this, because I wanted a kind of off the page or a 3D embellishment. Now, it was a thought in my mind. I might fall out with it yet. Double-sided tape, strong red double-sided tape. So I might do this and fall out with it. I'm just warning you. So, you know, I might do it and then go, oh, I hate that. But we'll see. At least we're on the journey together. So we can decide together if I hate it. You shouldn't do this. you shouldn't put your double-sided tape on wet cardstock. It makes your life so much harder because that corner doesn't want to tear off because it's wet, obviously. So I'm attempting to rip it in the middle, which means I need to find a craft knife, which obviously I have got. So that's good. Let me just get my craft knife and get that in the middle. Come on. Come on, you. Come on. Right, have I done it? No. Oh, just give me an hour, everybody. Oh, this is when I'm glad we're not on live TV. Because it's like, yeah, you don't want to do this. Don't do what I'm telling you to do. This is because of me being lazy and not drying my card properly. Oh, for goodness sake. I bet people are shouting at the screen now. Leonie, do this. Leonie. No, Leonie, don't cut your finger off. Let's just tear it. That might make it easier. Yeah, it is. Burnishing it is easier, but it's wet. You see, it's wet at the edge. So unfortunately, because it's wet here, when I try and peel it, it's peeling the paper because... Cover your eyes. Because at the edge of the paper, it's all wet. So that's why it doesn't want to come off. It's me being lazy. It's not the red liner tape. It's the user. And it's not going to work. Because it's just... Right, I know what to do. But yeah, it's the paper. It's because I haven't dried it proper. So the paper's still wet. So it won't peel off properly. It's just because I'm lazy. But if I do this, let's do this. Let's start it off the paper, which you can sometimes do. I'm faffing, aren't I, everybody? I'm really faffing. You know what? Jill wouldn't have done this. Yeah, I know. Most of the time, Shirley, when we talk to our tapes, if you're anything like me, it's normally swearing, to be fair. Honestly, this is really getting on my nerves. I should have just dried it. If I'd have dried the paper, it'd have been done by now. I should have just dried it. Sorry, this is really boring to watch, isn't it? Let's put it on, see if it'll work if I've put it on there. Chunks of paper, cut the end off. It's the edges, you see. The edges are wet. On all the edges. Oh, I'm hating it. Right, I'm just going to use a gel medium. And I've done with it. Although I can't because I know what I want. Do this. Do it where it's dry. Come on. Come on. Who's swearing at the telly? Is everybody swearing yet? We might have to cover our ears. Yes, you will. Let's start at the very beginning. Oh, I still haven't done it. Still haven't done it. I hate you. I hate you. This isn't one I'm going to cut down and show for Stamperia. Yes, got you. Stay there. And this is you are having to fill in the words. There we go. The words then. The words that are going through my head. The hilarious thing is I've got that much paint on my hands. That probably isn't even sticky anymore. Now, I'm then going to use, I am actually going to use gel medium as well. I'm using the heavy body gel. I'm using the matte. I like this. I shall need butterfly stitches. And I just used a bit of double-sided tape. Who needs butterfly stitches when you've got a bit of double-sided tape? Yeah. And I like red lining tape. It was me being an idiot. I just didn't dry the paper well enough. It's still wet now. It was just me not bothering. That's why. I was trying to cut corners and one can't cut corners. So what I'm doing is, well, I was going to use gel medium anyway, but your gel medium, it needed the tape first, really. Cut it off. It's the edges, though, our lovely Alison. The edges were all wet. That's the problem. So even if I'd have gone down here, and that's why this bit, I had to go in the middle. It was the edges. That were my problem. because all my edges are wet. I love that, Alison. Cut it off, will you? Cut it off. There. So it's going to be like so. Okay, so I've got this nice little roll on the top there. Now let me just have a look and decide where I want my little roll. Obviously now I can see a big chunky piece of, that's not annoying, is it? So we'll have to pretend we can't see that and think about a way to decorate that later. So gel medium again. Now this is basically the support. So this is going to be the support for my 3D embellishments. Gel medium is definitely the best thing with this because you can play. So I wanted that as my initial support. Of course, when I open it, it'll be fine because it doesn't go down to the bottom. I will have to have something coming out of this to cover that up, but I don't know yet. So I'm not thinking about that. So that's my first little bit. Okay, let me just see if I do that. What's the roll for? I will show you. So I can't do it like that because I'll have to do it like this. So then what I've done, I've taken some of my tags and started shaping them. So what I wanted to do was start, because I needed something to then build these on. I really want it at an angle because I want to build these. I wanted to create a structure like this. So yeah, I should have had one I prepared earlier. I really didn't. What I did do earlier was just put a bit of twine in this. That tape don't stand out at all. Oh, Lucy, I know, right? That's all we're all going to see, innit? That tape is, we're not going to be able to see anything other than that bloody... Oh, I know. So that's not annoying, is it? So this is going to be, so that's the structure. So I can now do my 3D in on it. So what I didn't do was ink my edges. So you've got your tags now. The reason I wanted to do this is because when you get in elements like this, because they're double-sided, I want to see both sides of it. So unless I'm doing an art journal, how am I going to use it? And decorating the box is such a nice way of being able to use things like this because it allows you to really get dimension, you know, and movement in your project. And this is something that normally, I mean, how would you achieve that? I'm going to show you that side so you can't see the... Oh, you can still see the red tape. I will fix it. But you've got, and you can see, and I think things like this are fabulous because of the movement, you know, because you've got that incredible... How can I do this? Maybe like this. Right, I need to put something underneath it. All right, okay. That's a bit better, isn't it? Okay, so, and I like this. Like one of the things I made with the Master of Magic one was all moving again. A Cadbury mini roll. Does heavy medium work instead of Pin Flare gel? Yes, it does. It does indeed. I love this stuff. Gel medium, yes, absolutely it does. And it doesn't smell. It's got no smell to it either. I mean, yeah, I love it. It isn't a silicone, the gel medium. It's one of my favourite products. And this one, you can get the matte. I'm using the matte, which means you've no shine. So even if you get it where you don't want to get it, because I'm putting chunky lumps of it. So even if you've got chunky lumps of it, you're not going to see the shine, which is brilliant. But you can get the glossy one, and the glossy one is effective. You know, it looks really interesting. So you get the different ones for different things. Now, I've also dug this one out, and I love that look because it's got the little loop. I've put my little, a little thing on top. And I wanted this, again, because I wanted to see the other side of it. So that's why I've done this. That's why I've done the 3D in it. So popping that there, like so. Like this, okay. Like that. And then let's put this, and then it's just, oh, I love things like this. I love things like this because it's proper faffing, you know. And look, that movement, look, that's so cool, I think. Now, I would have liked, on the video I finished the other day, and I did like texture, and actually I'd like to do the texture on this as well. Have I got enough adhesive on that one? Yes, I have, because I think texture on this would look really cool. See how cool that looks, because it's got proper movement on it. But yes, the chunky lumps, absolutely like chunky lumps. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but the chunky lumps that I did in here, those chunky lumps, you can't really see much of them, but those chunky lumps I'd like to do here as well, because I think that would really work. I think that texture would really work. And that's the one I finished off and put the video on. So if you have seen that, I have done that now. I've actually done the video. It took me ages to edit for some reason. But look how cool that is, isn't it? And it's so effective. I just adore things like this. Now, let's use a few more elements on this. So I've got my first elements, but now, so let me lie it down for you, because that's what we're seeing from the top. And you could have, like you could have these now coming down the front. So something like this, because you've already got movement, and because we know we can open the box and it's fine, so just pop this. So just curling it with my scissors, curl it round again. And this is another one of those tags. Let's actually get, I want scorched timber. I love my scorched timber. Cheeky bit of that on. Okay. And then let's have a see. So having it come down the front. And all you need to do is making sure that when you're opening the box, you just watch that join, because you don't want to have it on the join so it won't open. So just make sure of that. You've not had your dinner yet. I mean that, you know, you're up the north now, David. You should know better. It's tea, love. You've not had your tea. If you've not had your dinner, that means you haven't had your dinner. And that'd be, and if you maybe you haven't had your dinner. Have you had your dinner? Or have you had your tea? Or have you not had your have you had your dinner but not had your tea? We're at what are we, please, David? We need to get this right, because, you know, you're up the north. Now then. Red liner tape, where is that then? Yeah, you can't see the red liner. It's disappeared. It's just, well, it's absolutely, what red liner? I didn't use red liner on this project, I think you'll find. You can't see the red liner. I need to watch the Chunky Lumps video. Did I say Chunky Lumps in it as well? I can't remember what I said. Hey, I did it. Fried egg flavoured chips. Are they a thing? Blech. Are they a thing? Oh, hey, you need to have them on bread. I mean, there's nothing like a crisp butty, is there? Crisp butty is the best. But it has to be salt and vinegar, don't you think, everybody? For me, salt and vinegar crisps on a butty. Right, now then. But our David might be recommending fried egg. Okay, so that is going to come down the front. And it's just deciding what kind of movement we want. Now, because these are heavyweight embellishments, it means they're perfect for stuff like this, because you can manipulate them all. You know, everything moves beautiful. And it's funny, I mean, think about what other embellishments you've got in your stash, you know, because you're going to have loads of beautiful embellishments from the other collections. I were thinking if there anything from the Whispering Woods that would go with this, because there's leaves. You know, there's beautiful flowers, and all that would go with this collection. So there's loads of other stuff that you wouldn't necessarily think would be part or would work with this that will. Now, of course, we've got our beautiful, we've got the lovely stickers as well. So with the stickers, all I'm going to do is bring some of these in. And the stickers, it's just adding embellishments and interest. So loads of these lovely little stickers. Salt and vinegar all the way. Yeah, it has to be salt and vinegar. They're brilliant, aren't they? Crisp butties. Who doesn't like crisp butties? Now this, I'm going to have it cut in half like so. So part of it is going to go there. And the reason I'm not folding it over is because of the join in the box. If I folded it over and that join, when I'm opening it, every time I open it, it's going to be a faff. So if I put that there, like so, that'll work. See, look how cool that is. See, doesn't it look cool? I love that. I just think that looks so interesting because it is off the because it's off the page. Shall we? Are we gonna put in there now? We want sentiments in there, but that isn't gonna work. Isn't that beautiful? But let's just carry on. What time am I on? Oh, good grief! It's nearly been 2 hours already. How did that happen? Okay, let's do it quick. Oh, shall we use her? Shall we use her on the front? What do we think? She looks nice on front, doesn't she? So let's pop her just on the front. I mean, it is ridiculously easy, isn't it? Just a sticker on the front. But I think that looks super effective. See? It's up the north. Is our David? Are you talking about David Glynis? Is in, well, I don't think I'm lying. I'm sure he's, yeah, no, he's definitely up the north. I love how we all know, or we all keep track on where David is. He's in Lakes, aren't you, David? I'm sure he's in Lakes. Sentiment, definitely going to use a sentiment. Dream big. Because, why wouldn't you? Oh, come on. Doesn't that just finish it off beautifully? No, there's so many elements because I need to decorate. We're not going to finish this tonight. We need to decorate this and this, you know, and of course inside. Oh, look at it inside. So, you know, this is a project and a half, isn't it? But so far, I adore that. I love the dimension. I just think that looks stick a butterfly on it. No. This is definitely not one for a butterfly. It does. I love this. And I'm just going to have another little nosy through the book and see if there's anything else I need to use. I quite like the clocks. I did quite like, I'll show you. I'll just stand that up so it has a chance to dry. And I am very well aware that I do need to stick the some onto, and I will cover that red tape before you disappear. Inside, do you know what I was thinking of inside? This. So, because look, this is, yeah, Cornforth. We know Cornforth, don't we, Mandy? Lovely Cornforth. So, it's just beautiful up there. But it's nice and quiet as well, isn't it, David? Yeah, it's definitely time to go when it's out of season. It's when my mum and Neil were at Lakes. No, they weren't at the Lakes. I'm lying to you. In Wales last week, they said on the campsite. I think they said on one of them, there were only them there. Out of season camping, it's the best. Now, obviously, you'd use a scoring tool or what have you. I'm just going to guess it but what I thought were for inside this little box, this would be perfect. Because now, if you haven't got the beautiful Voyagers, I really wanted to do this again because I just thought it's so stunning. And I just thought, one look at it isn't enough. You know, I thought you need a demonstration. See, now, is it just gloss heavy gel you have? We should have the matte as well, Louisa. We should definitely have the mat as well. If we haven't got it in stock currently, we should be able to get it. We should absolutely be able to restock that. So hopefully our Mandy should be able to sort that, because I'm sure we've had both, but it might be that we're out to stock one. But hopefully Mandy will be able to have a little look at that for you, Louisa. So I'm just inking around the edge. So, and I'll show you, I'm not going to be able to do this, but just to give you an idea of what I was thinking. Because what I thought were, like, this could be the front of a lovely little concertina card. So what I thought was, let's put it that way, you could have the little envelope, but then make a little concertina card off the back of here, and then that could go on my little shelf. Where's my shelf? On my little shelf with like your little concertina card, and well, like a book. Wouldn't that be beautiful? That's what I'm thinking of. I mean, I haven't made it, but that's just what I'm thinking, because I thought that would be really, really pretty, and it fits in here perfectly. Look, it's like it's designed to go in a cake box. Isn't that cool? Love that. Oh my gosh. I've only just seen that one about your dachshunds being banned from the dog class for starting scrapping. Little monkeys, aren't they? Little dogs. Little dogs are, aren't they? Their attitude. My little girl's full of attitude. That's so funny. See, I like that on the front as well. I still want something else on front. Because I just think there. Right, one more embellishment on the front. Let's have a look for one. And then I am going to leave it just because of time. I mean, there's nowhere near finished. But let me just pop that there. Like that. Right, so one more embellishment from the front. And I think it does need to be one of the double-sided embellishments. So, because again, I want to be able to really see it. I don't want a sticker because I don't want it lying flat. However, I do rather like the stickers for around the side. I could cut one of these out. I mean, that would look nice cut out. That would look really, really cool. But it could be something like this. So I were thinking either the sentiments. I love these. Be splendid and choose adventure. I love that. That's the one, isn't it? Let's go for be splendid. Be splendid and choose adventure, because that is fab. Okay, and I'm taking that out, and let's take that out like so. And then one more little flying thing. And let's just see if that flying thing works with it. And then that is enough, Leonie. I will walk away. And even though, like that book I've done 2 projects with now, you know, but there's tons of stuff left in it. So you can get a lot out of those books. However, I still do want to make a full book from it. You know, I still want to be able to do that because I think it'd be so beautiful to actually make a junk journal. I am just cutting the bits off. I'm not sanding them off because, again, I can't find me. I'm always splendid. Always splendid. I love the word splendid. I think they're great. All right, then. Are they matte? Is it this that's matte? If you're asking if this is matte, then yes. These are matte. I hope that's what you're asking. Be splendid. So let's be splendid. Such a good word. So let's go onto the front like this. Ta-da! And then be splendid. So I'm using my gel medium again. A little bit like that. A little bit. There's tons, isn't there? And then pop that on there. And I'm not squidging it. I really like that. I quite fancy that, strangely. What do you fancy? What the heck is tea? Lillian, you don't know what tea is? Are you having a laugh? Lillian. Tea. It's breakfast, dinner and tea. How can one not know that? It's the big debate. It's a big debate. That's the north-south divide, is that? Breakfast, dinner and tea. How rude. How can you possibly not know? I don't believe you don't know. I feel you're just trying to wind me up. I feel that you're being all, all southern and trying to wind me up. Right, and that can just sit there wonderfully. I'm so pleased with that. And then, now, you would let this dry. Famous last words. However. Oh, water skiing on a lake. That sounds rather fabulous, ugliness. Do you know what? I've never done that. I've done that one where they put you on a parachute and drag you. That one, you know, behind a boat. But breakfast, lunch, dinner, tea. Breakfast, lunch, tea, dinner. No. What is that? What is that? I don't know what you're talking about. It's dinner, breakfast, dinner and your tea, and then supper if you're lucky. Supper if you're posh. Right, okay. Cheeky bit of paint. Oh, you know what we did? Forgot to hide the rubbishy bit inside. Have to do that before the end. The end, my friend. Right, not my normal splatter brush, but I think my splatter brush is in the dirty pot. So let's just hope this is still nice enough. Okay, breakfast, lunch, then supper. Oh, good grief, you're posh. Breakfast, lunch and supper. Dinner and tea. Oh, love a few splashes. Breakfast, 11s is, oh, Joe. Oh, Joe, you're way too posh for me. 11s is lunch, dinner and supper. That's living the dream, that is. Living the dream. If you're northern, you're lucky. If you're northern, who else is thinking of the Spike Milligan thing? We had to live in a mine. We had to live in a shoebox. We didn't get lunch, dinner and tea. We were lucky we got an apple core. Now then, that's just... Again, I do think this is definitely not the one I send a clip to Stamperia. I often think, like, like people from across the globe, when they listen, they'll be like, I have no idea what you're banging on about. Well, some people don't, do they, on Summit Lives? They'll be like, what are you lot talking about? We had that the other day, didn't we, gang? Okay, so, but we do, it's very, that's it, isn't it, when it's very regional. Breakfast, luncheon, get out of here, Brit. No one says luncheon unless it's luncheon meat, and that's just minging. It's breakfast, luncheon. Oh, I missed the rest of that then. Breakfast, luncheon. Where did that go? Oh, I've lost it now. Oh, it's gone. Breakfast. Oh, I've lost my luncheon. That really made me laugh, and it's gone. That's breakfast, second breakfast. 11's is lunch, tea, dinner, supper. All of you lot, I don't know what you're talking about. No one's... How come all of you do dinner? What is this? Where's the northern quarter? Oh, I love that. And mate, that's worked. That's worked. I know you can't see it, but tea is what primary school kids have when they get home. Dinner is for adults. Lillian, no. Maybe. No, it isn't. Tea's what you have at night time while you're watching Grange Hill. So what I saw now. You have tea. Now, the last thing, the very last thing. I need to cover up the inside of that thing because it's vile. So what I'm going to do is use one of the scraps of paper. So, that rolled me double-sided tape. That rolled the double-sided tape. It's hating me. And it just all fell over. No, you can't make this up. So I keep all my double-sided tape on like a lamp thing. And as I slated my double-sided tape, it all fell off the lamp thing. Fancy that. So I'm going to use a scrap of paper to cover up the wonderful double-sided tape, just in case the double-sided tape comes and gets me. The wonderful double-sided tape, right? So I'm just going to take a strip of paper. So just a strip, just to hide it, and just chop it approximately there. And I'm going to use, now, we have got, on the website, we have got the Pink Frog glues. The Pink Frog glues. Oh, thank you very much, Carol. It was Monty Python. Did I not say Monty Python? What did I say? Did I say Monty Python? What did I say? Did I say Spike Milligan? I meant Monty Python. Although he was in Monty Python, weren't he, for some time? Or not? I'm sure Spike Milligan were with Monty Python gang at first, weren't they? Or was that... Anyway, Leonie, don't go off on that tangent. So, we have got now really good glue, and it's an EVA, not a PVA. And it's really good. You don't need much. You can also get the applicators. And with the applicators, so you get 2 applicators. These applicators, of course, you can use with your adhesive. There is 2. I've gone and put my other one down somewhere, which is annoying, because there it is, right next to me. So you get your 2 applicators. So this one has a very fine nozzle. This one, it's still really fine, but just a little bit thicker. You did. I know he wasn't. There you go. So, but it's still really fine. And, oh, look at that. The glue comes out so well. It was in the goons. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting them merged, aren't I? I'm merging the goons with the other gang. Oh, tell you, I merge my comedians. So, all I'm going to do, and look, you only need a little bit of this. And then when you're putting that lid back on, so this has been designed so that's not going to clog. So then when you put this back on, you just make sure that that pin is going back in and then it closes. Okay, and that's been refilled, but you won't be able to see. But not much has gone out of there at all. Really, really good. You can find them on the website, of course. And it's a nice squidgy bottle, so it's really easy. Andy wrote it. The Goons, did he write The Goons? Oh, he were amazing with Spike Milligan. We've got some of his poetry books, like the kids' ones. And they're so good. It was so good. Bonkers. A bit awful to live with, but so good. Now, it does need to dry. My fingers are stickier than the glue at the minute, but at least it's hidden. Yes. So good. There, we've done it. Okay. I am really pleased with that. I'm going to put a photo up because it looks even better. But that is just, isn't that just beautiful? Now, maybe when it's dried, I'll go along, you know how I like doing my drop shadows? Maybe when it's dried, doing a few drop shadows on here. Because I think the drop shadows would make it even better. But at the minute, I absolutely love that. And that is why I faffed about all that time for that cone. Maybe as well, what I'll do is cover that inside, because that's the inside of the, because it's the thingy, the cover, so you can see some of the stamp area, but I love it. What red liner? Precisely, Julie. What red liner? Do you like it? I'm so pleased with that. I'm so pleased with that. I think that looks beautiful. And then when you open it up, you're going to get, and you know what, that gel medium, look how good that stuff is. I've been faffing about with it. I've had it at an angle and it's not shifted. It's good stuff, isn't it? Really good stuff. And then inside, when you open it up, you've got that beautiful gold coming through. The red liner tape is history. History. Yes, Kathy. It's good glue, isn't it? That, yeah, thank you. Use it daily, decanted it. I'm glad it's your glue of choice. It's really good adhesive. And that I like that it's so easy to fill as well. Like, because you just open that and that's, yeah, and then squeeze it inside. So it's really, really not messy to fill up at all. It's really good, actually. It's a really good adhesive. I hope you enjoyed that, everybody. I'm so happy with that. Now, remember, oh, thank you, Debbie. Now it's worth £18. Woohoo! Is that how much they were? 18 quid for a cake? Yeah. I'm glad I didn't buy the cakes. They did look fabulous though. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, does it dry quick? The gel medium doesn't dry. Oh, this glue, yeah, that's got a really nice quick grab, and you don't need much, you know, because it's not got a heavy water content or anything, so you don't need much at all, and it grabs quick, and it does dry quick. Yeah, it's a good one. Oh, I'm so pleased you liked it. I'm so pleased you liked it. Yeah, it's a poltergeist. It was a red liner poltergeist. Who knew that was a thing? But it exists. Everybody, be very scared of the red liner poltergeist. Right then, everyone, I'll swap my camera around so I can say good night now. Obviously, remember, everything's available on our website. You have got your 24 hours to get that deal with the big rice papers, with the A3 rice papers. So make sure you get that deal because they're beautiful. They're beautiful. There's such gorgeous designs. So have a look on the website for those. 2 people. I'm going to post that down to our man tomorrow. I'll split it, and 2 people will be getting and look at my wall. It's naked, and I can't stick that box on it, can I? 2 people are going to be getting a prize each, and Mandy is going to be just sneaking those prizes in your orders. So if you've placed an order tonight or before tomorrow at 7 o'clock, then you might win with a chance of winning the inspiration wall or half of it anyway. Thank you, everyone. I hope you've really loved it. Oh, it's great. Something really different. It is, isn't it? I really wanted to make something 3D just because I love that. I like things coming off the page. I just think they look interesting, don't they? Oh, and they look good to look at as well. You know, when it's on your desk, it looks interesting. And you could have all sorts on that. It could be... Anyway, shut up. Go home. Right, thank you very much, everyone. I'm going to go home. Check the website out. All the usual gubbins. Let me use all my bits because I've got them. So, do this. Like and subscribe. Especially on the YouTube. This... Free postage over £30. I have to use these because I did create them. And then you can split your payments with PayPal and Klarna. Yay! See, I did all them, so it's very important to use them. Oh, I forgot to get rid of the other one. Oh, take care. Right then, lovelies. I think I might be back on a live tomorrow at 3, I do believe. Tomorrow is Monday. And then I think on Tuesday I'm in Hobby Maker with Stamperia. I think I'm probably back on a live on Thursday, and then I'm on Hobby Maker on maybe Saturday actually. And of course we have got our workshop, and oh dear, I think my workshop is on the Sunday, and our live we start Friday night with a pyjama party, so I'll definitely be with you for that as well, with wine. Right then, lovely gang, thank you ever so much. It's been so nice having your chat. It's always really nice. I like it because it does feel like we have a really nice, everyone has just a nice chat. No, here Monday, not here Monday, got to work. No, Louisa, you can always watch it again. Although the chat is the nice bit, isn't it? Anyway, take care, everybody. Thank you ever so much indeed. And yes, we will definitely see you through the week because it's